All right, guys, I think we are live. I think we are finally live. Man, it took me a long time to actually, set up this whole thing. Sometimes you think these are things that will just, take a few minutes, but it ends up taking almost all your day. But the beautiful thing is that we are live. I'm happy about that. Trying to make sure that, live streaming forms part of my setup because it is just the future. And the more we delay setting up these things, the more we kind of miss out on so many things. Yes, I'm live now, and I think that we are also live on YouTube. If you are right there, taking a look, it doesn't seem to be broadcasting what it should broadcast. Sorry for that, guys. I just skipped something. All right. Give me 1 minute. All right. It should normally be something like this. All right. I think everything is showing on the vertical screen. It says excellent. Horizontal screen, everything pretty much, exactly the way I want it to be. Guys, Hardware Money here, reaching you live and direct on YouTube. Later on, we're going to be taking a look at, other platforms. Hopefully we can incorporate, platforms like, I'm just going to close all this so that it doesn't keep disturbing my streams. Yes, ChatGPT is gone. And right now, we are here live and direct. See, Hardware Money here, reaching you on YouTube. I was saying that later on, we'll try to incorporate other platforms. We've got Facebook, we've got TikTok. The problem is some of all these things, they just require you to be a little bit tech savvy, or you have the ability or the power to use ChatGPT. I'm not going to lie, ChatGPT is pretty much my friend here. I use it every other time because there are just so many things, to discover. We want to begin to watch every YouTube video just to find out, what is what or what works best in the situation that you are in. Man, it's just going to take a lot of time. And sometimes we don't have that kind of time. All right. So what we got to do is just to use ChatGPT, query the ChatGPT system, talk about what, ask ChatGPT what exactly you want, and it's just going to spit out, the right solution that works perfectly, at least in my own case. All right. That being said, guys, there's a lot of things going on. There are so many things, so many hardwares. People are frustrated. They want to buy good devices. They do not know which is which. Devices have become very expensive. The prices of RAM, one cannot even, stop but imagine how did we get to this point. 2 days ago, somebody wrote on one of my videos I made years ago, I think like 3 years ago, and it was like, what did you do on this particular time stamp? He left a time stamp because on that particular time stamp, I actually broke a RAM stick. All right. I broke a RAM stick because at the time, these things were cheap to get. They were easy. If you have 30, 40 euros, you could get a 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. It was that easy. The 2 gigabyte was going for as high as 57, euros. Everything was kind of easy. So I could take out a RAM stick, break it up just to demonstrate to you guys different things that I was doing at the time. So when the young man saw this video many years later, he said, what are you doing there? Because yes, RAM sticks right now have become very expensive. The last time I saw 32 gigabytes selling for about 299 euros. That is outrageous. We were hoping as at the beginning of this year that the prices were going to come down somehow, but apparently the prices are going to stay like this for a very long time. There's pretty much nothing we can do about it, but it doesn't stop us, from still offering you guys, decent hardware. I'm taking a look at my online shop, hardwaremoney.de. I'm trying to do a lot, in showing you guys every day. Whenever I have a good offer, whenever I have something that the market will definitely respond possibly to, I'm just going to come here and show it to you guys. I used to normally make, or I still make YouTube videos about these devices, but the idea is I want to sell these devices. I want you guys to get the best, value for your money. All right. I understand money right now is a topic that is everywhere. People are wondering, how do we get money? Money is kind of hard to come by. I mean, depending on what you're looking at, if you're looking at getting a job and working day and night, then you can really say, look, it's difficult to make 100 euros a day. You really have to work about 8 or 9 hours non-stop for you to begin to realize that when you finally make that money and you go ahead and buy a device that doesn't meet your need, that could be very, very, very disheartening. I have here a Lenovo ThinkCentre M700. What am I saying? A Lenovo ThinkCentre M70q G3 mini PC. Decent PC that you can actually, do a lot with. I'm going to buy this PC any day over a new PC because yes, there are a lot of new PCs out there. But I'm telling you guys, not all these PCs actually would be able to do justice to what you are trying to do. I imagine that you're looking for a quiet office PC, which you kind of find in this PC. You are looking for, something that will be able to, multitask for you. You have a very good processor on board. Here's an Intel Core i5, 12 Gen 2.0 gigahertz. I can tell you for free because I have used this PC myself. I have touched it. I have seen what this PC can do. If you install Windows 11 on this PC, you're going to be having a PC that boots up quietly, and even the installation process is not going to give you any form of problems, which is what I preach on this channel, because there are a lot of PCs out there. You try to install Windows 7. Yes, you buy it for cheap, which is the first thing that you notice. You buy it for cheap and you are happy that, yes, I bought myself a PC. And then you try to install Windows 11 on it, and you are met with all manner of, problems, error messages. This doesn't have TPM 2.0. The processor doesn't support Windows 11 installation, and all that kind of stuff that you actually, do not want to deal with. So this is a PC right here. Let's say you are out there in the market, because I do not know what you guys do, but I want to imagine that when somebody is thinking of, going to buy a PC, what they would normally do is to first go onto Google, check for mini PCs, perhaps take a look at the offers there. And sometimes when they already know what they are looking for, let's say somebody already has, decided in his mind or her mind that, look, I want a mini PC. I don't want a laptop. I want a mini PC that I can actually, put on my desk, a lot of ports, the possibility, to do more stuff. Sometimes I cannot prepare, a desktop PC over a laptop. Doesn't matter. I also have a laptop right here, but for some funny reason, I just feel like the laptops are a little bit, even though they are strong, they are kind of portable, it's to carry around. I still feel like the desktop PCs offers me more value than, the traditional laptops, because most of these PCs, you have a HDMI port, a display port, which also you get in some laptops. But when you begin to get this kind of port options in laptops, it just gets unnecessarily, very, very expensive. So this PC right here, Core i5 12500T processor, decent graphic card on board, and you have a HDMI display port, USB 3.0, USB-C port, USB 2.0. You have the LAN port just behind it. Very good condition, going for 455 euros 9 cents on the Hardware Money Shop. Yes, this is the offer that I bring to you guys today. Yesterday, I did talk about this particular one here, which is a HP X360 1040 G8. Beautiful PC, by the way. Sorry, beautiful laptop, by the way, which I can highly recommend. It's still going for 357 euros. That you can easily get on the Hardware Money Shop. So when I went to the shop today, the warehouse, I listed this particular offer. I set it up and I realized that, look, there might be people out there just wanting to buy from the people that they trust. I've been making YouTube videos here for years, well over 3 or 4 years, showing you guys what's possible and trying to encourage you guys to buy, refurbished IT devices, because at the end of the day, you are going to be saving a lot of money doing that. If you are having difficulties, your budget is not so high, you don't want to spend a fortune just buying a desktop PC. Your best bet in today's climate, in this day and age, would be that you look in direction of refurbished hardware. There used to be a time where nobody wanted the used goods because there were so many problems. They were not well tested. And most of the online marketplaces at the time didn't have a quality system to ensure that when somebody says, look, I have a PC to sell, the PC is meeting every condition or requirement in terms of quality, technicality, optical condition. All these things have to be in place. But then we've gotten now a lot of, what you call it, regulation in this sector. When somebody says, I am offering you a grade A PC, you can be rest assured that you are getting this device in very good condition, optically, technically, everything you want. Definitely you'll be getting. This is a beautiful device. I have used it myself, like I said, in very good condition. If I wouldn't tell you that they are used, you will never be able to tell because of the quality that these systems are in. These are systems that have been used from organizations. They have taken a look at it and said, okay, you know what? After some few years, we want to let them go. But that doesn't remove the fact that, the hard drives pretty much new, the RAM sticks pretty much new, the processor very, very good, in very good condition. Everything has been checked, and I can safely say to you that if you buy this mini PC right here, you are going to be having a very good value for your money. And if you live in Munich, this is something I can easily come and deliver to you at your doorstep. Let's say you go ahead and buy it today off of the hardware money shop. I still can come to you today. It's just to about 12 o'clock or 12:30 in the day. I still can come to you with this PC and deliver it to you if that is what you prefer. But if you go ahead to the hardware money shop, you can easily get it, buy it off there, it will be sent to you at no cost. On this PC, everything you pretty much need, return policy is in place, the guarantee is in place, everything is very documented. If you buy it, you have a 30 days, a grace period between which you can take a look at the PC. And if you do not like it, you can easily return it. And if you decide to keep it, you still go ahead to get a 1-year guarantee from the hardware money shop, because this is me telling you that, look, this PC, you're not going to be regretting that you have bought it. You're going to be having something that you will be proud of every day. You put it on your desk, you come to your office in the morning, you switch it on, it's going to work quietly for you. It's not going to disturb you. It's not going to make all sort of funny noises. Updates, BIOS updates on some PC, also very difficult to get, BIOS updates for this PC. These are, not PCs that the drivers are no longer available in the market. If you go to the Lenovo website, you can pretty much get every driver for this, PC right here. And I think I've also made videos about this PC. If you go to the Hardware Money channel on YouTube, you are going to be seeing that we have done a lot of things when it comes to, making videos about this mini PC. And the mandate is very, very clear. I want you to understand that you can actually get good value, buying used PCs. Doesn't matter if they are PCs, they are laptops, you can get good value doing them in 2026. The days are long gone where people were skeptical. They no longer want to buy used items because if you live in a station where there's a pixel error on the screen, or you have a laptop with some dead spot on the screen, those days are gone. And I'm telling you, if you go ahead onto the internet, they are responsible sellers. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say that I'm the only responsible seller in the market, but I can safely say that in Germany right now, there are a lot of responsible sellers because of the rules of the game. The rules of the games have changed. The government is trying to ensure that, look, when you come online to offer things to a potential buyer, that buyer has to be satisfied. The buyer has to have all the conditions that is necessary for an online transaction to take place. Return policies, guarantees, stuff like that. And the condition of the item that you are offering also have to be tested. Otherwise, you'll be doing yourself, in this case, myself, the service, because if I send out an item that is not in good condition to a potential buyer, the situation is going to happen where the item is going to be delivered, and for some funny reason or the other, the item is going to be returned back to me because, man, nobody likes it. But this particular laptop here, I'm telling you, you are not going to have a particular mini PC, sorry. Yeah, because I keep interchanging between laptop, mini PC, desktop PC. See, in the next coming weeks, I am going to populate the hardware money shop and make sure that everything is up to date, because before now, we have been concentrating our effort, just selling elsewhere. But right now, given that we have this shop, a functional online shop, we need to begin to do things that will make sure that people come here, and take a look at the items that we have and possibly, buy items off my online shop, because the items you get here, definitely they're going to be cheaper. If I have to take this item now and put it on a marketplace, I have to pay an extra fee for selling on a particular marketplace. But if you come to the hardware money shop, I can guarantee you that you're going to be getting a better discount here, and you're going to be getting an item in the very, very best condition. There are possibilities to pay with PayPal, which is pretty much what is standard right now. You also have possibility to pay with Google Pay. I don't really know how that works, but I'm conversant with PayPal. You click on it, you are logged to your PayPal account. you go ahead and pay, and the item, I get a notification that the item has been bought and the item gets shipped out to you. And the beautiful thing is that if you decide to go to the hardware money shop, you can actually go ahead and write me on YouTube, on Instagram, preferably on any of my videos. You can just go there, comment, because this video, when I finish this live, I'm going to post it. I also put a link to this particular, mini PC there, because if you go to my shop on YouTube, you also have a direct, possibility. I'm just going to tag that because it's not tagged yet. This is the reason why. Oh, the video is not listed yet. As soon as the video gets listed, oh no, I think there's a possibility to actually tag a product while you are actually talking about it on YouTube. I don't know how that works, but definitely I'm just going to check here. Let's see, go live. There should be a possibility for me to actually, tag this or something like that. Give me a few minutes, just tag products, and we are good to go, because I want people to also have the possibility to, yes, shopping, tag product, exactly what I was looking for. Good, boom, we are home and dry. So now on this stream, we actually have this product, tag right there, and you can actually go there right now, take a look on the stream, and even go ahead and click on the buy it now button, which takes you to the hardware money shop, and you can actually do the transaction for them. See, the rest are just, technicalities. But what I'm saying in effect is that if you want decent monitors, decent laptops, decent desktop PCs, hardware money shop is one place you can actually go today and find, a mini PC that's going to meet your need. And this particular PC right here, I'm highlighting it because we have a very, very good offer on this PC. It's a PC that has a 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, 256 gigabytes of NVMe SSD, pretty much what you need today as standard. Of course, if you want us to go ahead and upgrade this PC to your need, let's say you want 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM or even a 1 terabyte of NVMe SSD, forget about the fact that things have become very expensive. It is still doable. All what you need to do is to write us. There are so many places you can reach us on our terms and conditions, on our impressions. Our address is there, the email address. On YouTube, you can write me. On Google, you can write me. On TikTok, wherever you find fit, write me, tell me exactly what you want, and I am going to make sure I do it. And above all, if you also want a little bit discount on this PC, depending on the condition, it is something that is actually, doable. This is the benefit that you get if you go to the hardware money shop to buy stuff. You see, we're not just invisible, we are everywhere, trying to give you the best value that money can buy. PC has a HDMI port, a DisplayPort, pretty much like I said, a USB 3.2 port, USB 2.0 port, just one of them. And if you are looking at a PC that has a USB-C port, which is pretty much what you need today, this day and age, you are also going to be getting it in this bad boy here. Installed is a Windows 11 Professional, 64 bits is installed. And I can tell you for free, because I have taken a look at this PC in the warehouse, and I can tell you that the PC is in the best condition optically, technically. You're not going to have any problem. You want to consider reaching out to me, because offers like this, I can tell you, they do not tend to last for long. So a brief video, I felt like showing you guys to you. What did I say there? Yes, when you do live streams, sometimes you miss things, but the beauty of live streams is that you do not have to go ahead and edit the video. It's live, it's gone out there, and there's no bringing it back, and I am actually ready for that, because if I want to always make a dedicated video about this thing, then it's going to take me an untold amount of time to do it. Naturally, I'm a very, very busy person, and when you are so busy, you have to fight with time. One of the things that you can actually do is to develop a system that enables you, make content in real time, which is what I am doing. I do not know where this is going to go to. I don't know how the algorithm is going to spread it. But one thing I do know is that this is going to be put on YouTube. It's going to be put on TikTok, on Facebook, possibly wherever, you are going to find it. If this video has helped you, it's helped you to make a decision, or you are still not sure, but you still need somebody to kind of guide you through before you spend your hard-earned money. 455 euros is a lot of money, to be honest. If you still need somebody to guide you through, to give you some tips, tell me about what you are trying to do and what kind of PC you are looking at getting, feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, I'm on Facebook, on Instagram, even on any of my videos. As of today, we have about 1,100 videos on YouTube alone. All right, write me on any of my videos. The beautiful thing is that I still am here replying to every comment that I see. I do not physically have to write a comment. Sometimes I just like them. But if you are making a request on one of my videos concerning a mini PC, perhaps this Lenovo ThinkCentre M70q G3 I talked about, please feel free write me and tell me that you are writing to request or to inquire about this mini PC right here. I will be there because I have given this promise. Definitely I'm going to be answering you, giving you all the information that you need to help you to make a purchasing decision. Guys, we're going to be leaving it here. Let me know what you think of this presentation. Is there anything I've left out? Anything I should have done properly? I am doing this now from my home. Just take a look. This is no, green screen. When I get to the warehouse, I still have the possibility to show you guys this, this laptop. But if you go to my hardware money shop, man, they are just literally 1,100 videos. This is a lot. This is just a lot. Go through them, take a look, do a search, take a look at whatever you are looking for, see if the video has been covered. If not, I'm going to try my best, to kind of make the video. Well, if you want anything, you wanted me to give you some clarification in any area, please let me know. I will be glad, to do that. This is exactly what we'll be doing moving forward. If you are not subscribed to the channel, it's also a good time for you to be subscribed. Make sure you follow the Hardware Money team. You watch our videos. You click on the like buttons. Definitely, you are going to be getting a lot of value, from this channel. Until I see you again in the next video. Peace out. All right. Trying to leave you guys with something before I begin to disconnect all my stuff.